Before we begin, I want to share one brief story of what happened yesterday that was such an illuminating and enlightening experience for me. And it may be able to bring a little illumination to you as well. Very interesting experience. So, I received a piece of good news. Something kind of exciting came my way, and I was actually quite excited about it. And I shared it with someone, and this person's response was to poo poo the good news. I mean, literally, poo poo, poo poo all over this piece of good news. And they poo pooed it for about 15 minutes and just said everything that was wrong, why it wasn't going to work. You know, we've been around people who do this. So I brought this good news. This person just had only a negative reaction to it. And as this person went deeper into their poo poo tirade of my good news, I felt myself kind of spiraling into this negative place, not only beginning to harbor doubts about the opportunity that come my way, but also starting to feel a sense of anger and resentment and why are you saying this to me and why can't you be happy for me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, going into that kind of a thing, knowing that this is not feeling good. This is not where I wanted to go. I acknowledge first and foremost, this does not feel good. So first thing, you need to walk away from this situation. So I went outside into my yard. I have a beautiful little bench in my front yard, and I sat down, and it was a gorgeous day. And I sat down on the front bench and I started to think for just a second. And I said, okay, first of all, do you want to feel this way? No. How are you feeling? You're feeling really negative. You are now me. I am now criticizing the person who is negative. I'm being all negative towards them. And that was the first illumination, that I can't really criticize someone for being negative if my response to their negativity is going to be negativity, because ultimately we're just both in the same state of negativity. And it doesn't matter who started it, because if you're going to be negative, you're really no different than the person that is negative, right? So that was the first really illuminating point. I said, I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be the same way. I know that I can be different and I know that I can be better. And the second point was I said, where is that good news that just 30 minutes ago dropped into my life? Where is that good news? And I could see it. I said, it's still there. It was like a balloon that was just slowly starting to float away. And it was like, it was still within reach, but it was starting to float away. And I could see that if I continue to stay in a negative space, focusing on someone else and someone else's actions and what someone else said, I would be abdicating, releasing, letting go of my connection to the thing that makes me happy. And so I decided in that moment, I don't give a crap about what they think about the situation. I'm going to reach out, grab my good news, pull it back, and hold it close to my heart and enjoy it. And that was a really, really illuminating experience for me. I don't need to get negative. I don't need to go to the same place that someone else is going to go to because, again, then I'm on their level. We're doing the same thing, and you can't criticize someone if you do the same exact thing that they do. And also, it's my choice to hold on to my good news, and it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about it. So I grabbed it, I pulled it back, I held it in my heart, and I had a great time. And I'm excited about this potential opportunity that is somewhere on the horizon. So that's the bit of information that I wanted to tell you. You are in charge of you. You are in charge of you. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, doesn't matter what anyone else says. Bring your hands together at your heart. You are the boss of you. You are the boss of you. Rub your hands together. We always get to choose our reaction. It may not feel like that, but our reaction is our choice. Hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in.